This is a picture of me right before my abuse. I was around the age of 8 or 9 when the abuse started.
Becky Ianni remembers herself as a normal, happy child.
And then this is me during my abuse. He would have me sit on his lap and he would rape me with his hands. He at one point in the vestry of the church stood behind me and rubbed his hands up and down over my school uniform. And I remember after that point, I started wearing a sweater all the time.
Ianni says she didn't think about it as sex.
I just knew it felt wrong and that it made me feel dirty. And I never once blamed him. I blamed me 100%. I thought God was punishing me because I must be a bad, dirty little girl. My perpetrator was a newly ordained priest, and this was his first parish, St. Mary's.
The man Ianni says abused her, the Reverend William T. Reinicke, served at this church in Alexandria, Virginia. He killed himself in 1992 after he was confronted by another victim, an altar boy. Ianni is now a spokeswoman for a victims group that wants Pope Benedict to be prosecuted for not protecting children. But Benedict did go further than his predecessor, John Paul II, in reining in pedophile priests, says papal biographer Marco Politi.
Ratzinger, as Pope, has certainly wanted to open a new page, and he has made rules which are tougher. He has introduced a zero-tolerance policy. In the same time, there are still so many unknown victims in the archives which have not been opened.
Most of the known cases have been in the United States, where more than 15,000 people were allegedly violated since 1950. There have also been allegations in Europe and Australia.
It's hard to know just how widespread the abuse has been in third world countries, because in many places there are taboos against discussing it. But in the United States, a recent survey found that 1 in 3 Catholics think it's the most important problem facing the church.
Before the conclave, Archbishop of Chicago Francis George said the next pope must not tolerate abuse.
But they're still the victims, and the wound, therefore, is deep in their hearts and minds very often, and as long as it's with them, it's with all of us, and that will last for a long time.
And from St. Mary's,
Ianni says she received a settlement, but only after the church dragged its feet. She hopes it's different under a new pope, but says that until now, the church has only responded when it was forced to. Jerome Socolovsky, VOA News, the Vatican.
my parents would both come and